Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the ever-growing popular series, Yay or Nay Smash Bros. Edition. If you haven't been here before and you're wondering what this is, or if you're wondering how to participate, well, this intro is for you. So very simple. Each Monday, for you, the viewer, you will get 2 uploads right here on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed for that. But you'll get 2 uploads, the first video being a Yay or Nay video focused on one specific character, oftentimes requested by you guys. Then the second video will be an updated stat version for all the characters so far involved. It's very fun to gauge interest. So how the series works, the first video will take that character, we will talk about their series, we might even talk about their popularity, maybe some relevancy, maybe some random facts, because why not? And then at the end of the video, I should say, we all vote, yay, we want to see this character, or nay, we don't want to see this character. It's a pretty simple concept. So yeah, it's just a cool way to gauge interest in the Smash community for who they want to see. And by the way, if you're listening this far into the rules, thank you. If you want to participate in any past videos, there is a link in the description to the playlist for the Yay or Nay series. Click that and vote properly for each corresponding video. That's it for the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video. Well, looks like we got a nice little interesting character here. Perhaps some of you have heard of this character, and, well, probably a series as well, which is a fighting game series. Today's Yay or Nay character is Nightmare himself from the Soul Calibur franchise. You know that little company that's been assisting Nintendo with Smash Wii U and then 3DS and now Smash Ultimate, and of course they're all Smash Ultimate's DLC. Yeah, you know Bandai? Oh, did you happen to know that Bandai makes this little fighting game, this little fighting series, this franchise, Soul Calibur? Did you know that? And did you know fighting game characters kind of transition pretty dang well into Smash Bros? Simply because moveset alone, just like, alright, we don't have to create anything from scratch. We got a lot of stuff ready to go, but yeah, this could be an interesting thing here. So let's start things off with a bit of history, shall we, about the Soul Calibur franchise. So, did you know that its first game was actually titled Soul Edge? Not Soul Calibur. No, it was actually titled Soul Edge. And it originally started out as an arcade game way back in 1995. Holy crap, I'm old. I remember this. Oh boy. Okay, but yeah, that came out as an arcade game in 1995, right? And then a year later, it actually got upgraded and released on the PlayStation, where it even had like a slight name change. Instead of being titled Soul Edge, it got translated to Soul Blade in a few regions. So the fun thing is, in 1999, the first actual titled Soul Calibur game was released as a launch title for, who remembers this, for the Sega Dreamcast. Anybody around? Anybody remember that? Yeah, this was a launch title way back then. Well, the first titled Soul Calibur game was. So kind of a little bit of fun little history there for you. But, after that, Soul Calibur did sell well enough to continue on with the franchise. So a few years after the original Soul Calibur game was released, we got Soul Calibur 2. And the cool thing about this game, it garnered a lot of attention for something that it did for all 3 versions of the game. So in Soul Calibur 2, specifically for the GameCube we're going to talk about here, very importantly, it had special guest characters. For the Nintendo GameCube version, they had Link from Legend of Zelda in a Soul Calibur fighting game. Boom! That blew my mind, dude. Like, what? Really? Link was in this? That was crazy. And then, of course, the PlayStation and Xbox versions also had their own guest characters specific to their console as well. And I believe it was, Hayachi on PlayStation, and then, Spawn for the Xbox, I think. But, yeah, they each platform had its version exclusive guest character. Now, look, it's not like Link was on Soul Calibur and you could play it on PlayStation or Xbox. No, that's not what it was. But you have to think about this. Nintendo licensed out Link and let Bandai use him, one of their more prominent characters, in a third-party game. Albeit it was still a version exclusive, but still. Link was used in a different company altogether's game as a guest fighter. That's pretty crazy. That is absolutely huge news, right? Well, it was back then. Even if that happened today, that'd be absolutely ginormous news, right? So, as a quick side note, anybody, you want a rematch of Nightmare versus Link? I mean, I do. I'm raising my hand right now. You can't tell, but I promise my hand is in the air. So, Nightmare against Link rematch? Yes, please sign us up. But let's talk about sales numbers, because if we talk about, or say, the fighting game community, the gaming community, if we talk video game fighting franchises and like the prominent ones, who's at the top, and then who comes later down the list. Look, Soul Calibur is not by any means the top fighting game. I'm not being disrespectful here. When I say this, I mean this with the utmost, sounds weird, but I mean it with the utmost respect. Soul Calibur is not at the top of the list, right? At the top of your list, you're going to have, in no particular order, you're going to have Mortal Kombat, you're going to have Tekken, you're going to have your Street Fighters, you're going to have so many others I could list, but we'll try to keep the video a little bit short. So, yes, Soul Calibur might find its way down a little farther down the list when you're trying to list fighting game franchises. So, how does the sales compare? How does the sales? What do they look like? Is what I'm trying to get to. Well, according to Bandai themselves, we'll take Soul Calibur 6, the most recent entry into the mainline series. Soul Calibur 6 launch sales were strong. They had a reported number of over 1 million copies sold. Now, I know some people might say, wow, 1 million copies, that's it. Now, look, like I was saying, I was trying to make that point earlier. When you look at fighting game franchises, when you look at somebody like, say, Mortal Kombat, for example, their most recent entry, so their launch week, I think, was like 8.7 million or something around that number. And that's like the tippy top towards the fighting game community. And then you have Soul Calibur, it might be down a couple more rungs. So 1 million copies, look, maybe it's not the most impressive, but look, if this is good news, right, for the company, for Bandai, if 1 million is a great number to hit, well, then it has to be great news for the series moving forward. Like Bandai's got to look at it and go, all right, cool, we hit a good number, and we're making profit off of this. We can continue the series. People still buy the game, so that it's something to think about, right? If a company's happy with the sales, no matter what the number is, then I guess as long as the company's happy, it's just good all around. Now, again, trying to compare sales numbers to other games in your genre isn't always the greatest idea because, again, you have different echelons of fighting games, right? I think I've made that clear. But hey, 1 million copies, not too bad. Not too bad overall. And then plus, they did their own version of it's not a fighter's pass, but like a season pass of fighters. And who did they get? Well, they had Geralt of Riviera for Soul Calibur 6. He was a base roster character. And then, they had 2B from Nier Automata. Wasn't she a part of the first season or something? So, they've had guest characters in Soul Calibur plenty of times. And Bandai, having access to, their characters, and then they work on Smash Bros. Well, isn't it pretty simple for Nintendo if they wanted to go that route to be like, yo, Bandai, could we use Nightmare? Bandai would probably be like, yes, sign him up. What do you need from us? Do you want the files for everything? You want his entire moveset? What do you need? You need his model ripped from this render, whatever you need. Bandai, I'm sure, would be willing to jump at that. So, speaking of kind of jumping, let's jump topics here real quick. What about moveset? Like I said, he comes from a fighting game franchise. Fighting game is very simple to implement into Smash. You can just, if you played the game, your odds are you're going to know what the character is going to look like in Smash Bros. But if you don't, allow me to demonstrate with a few different attacks here. So first up, I'm going to go with what I'm calling Soul Wave. Well, it's not me calling it. The game calls it. It's the official attack name. So Nightmare unleashes this burst of energy that pretty much circles his body. This attacks, like the hitbox, like I said, would surround the entire character, making this like a, maybe like a neutral layer, maybe? I think that could be an interesting type of move. Maybe it doesn't deal like a ton of damage. Maybe it doesn't deal a ton of knockback either. So maybe this could be like a good combo. You finish off, 2-3, I don't know, a down throw into forward air, into neutral air, so a combo like that, a great combo finisher or something to extend a little combo. So, not a lot of damage, not a lot of knockback, but those moves have plenty of benefit. So, Soul Wave could kind of do that. Next up, for the second move, let's go with Soul Smasher. Yeah, a lot of soul moves, but Smasher's in the word, so confirm for Smash Bros. Right here. You heard it first. But for this attack, Nightmare basically slams his blade into the ground, and then if it catches an opponent, they will get pinned there for the duration of the entire move. And then once the blade impales, once the blade impales them to the ground, Nightmare then casts a burst of energy, dealing even more. So it's kind of like a two-part attack. So you get hit by the sword at first, and then the burst of energy comes out afterwards. But yeah, kind of a fun little idea. Maybe this is like a smash attack. It could kind of work like that. At least that's how I envision it, at least. So, yep, there's that. And then one more move. What about the double death strike? I love this move. I like this one. This is why I guess I'm including it. But this attack basically will start with Nightmare striking with his claw. Because, come on, get that claw involved. It's just sitting there. Like, use it. But it involves him striking with his claw. And then say maybe he, like, grabs them and actually, like, drains their soul. It's kind of like, I compare it to Robin's Nosferatu. Basically, he will end up draining their soul. Well, quote-unquote, their soul. So he regains health, and the opponent takes damage. Again, Robin's Nosferatu, very similar in vein. But, hey, it's what he does. It's not like, oh, that's not original. You got to take what moves the character actually does. I can't just pull something out of my butt and be like, oh, yeah, Nightmare all of a sudden rides a unicorn through a rainforest and then, saves all the... I don't know where I'm going with this. I got to use what he does from his game. So, kind of a cool idea. Just something to throw out there. So, for me, it's that brutal time to be honest. Yay or nay? For me, yay. All the way. Yay all the way. Yeah, Nightmare gets a big yay from me. I love the character. I would love to see this somehow implemented into Smash Bros. I think it would be very fun, unique, and it could introduce a lot of new fans. Well, that's just kind of what Smash does. A new character, first party or third party. A lot of new fans get introduced to a brand new character, brand new series. So it's good for that character / series / company. So while that would be great, yeah, like I said though, Nightmare for me, yay, easily. Let me know what you guys think. I know some people might say, no more fighting game characters. Totally fine. You got your own reasons. But yeah, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, friendly reminder, this is only one video. It's Yay or Nay Tuesday. Oh, real quick. I don't know how many people watched this far into the video, but somebody was asking me yesterday, what about next Tuesday? Because next Tuesday is Nintendo's E3 Nintendo Direct thing. Will I have a Yay or Nay video for next Tuesday? Yes, I will. There will be something for Tuesday. It will go up before the Nintendo Direct, so we'll see what happens. But yes, there will still be 2 Yay or Nay videos next week as well, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. But that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. There's probably on screen. If you didn't vote in yesterday's character, which was Freddy Fazbear, go do that now. Otherwise, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, well, I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.